Question 2 from the pretest, Math 8 linear test pretest. Question 2, write the equation in slope-intercept form. Show how you found the slope and y-intercept. Do not skip steps. Box final answer. So like the last problem, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find our slope. So I'm going to write out the formula for slope, which is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. My subtract signs in here, and I get to choose any 2 points. I'm going to use this as my first point, so I'm going to put -6 on top and -1 on the bottom, just because it's -6 is your y value, so -6 over -1. Now I'm going to put a -4, and watch out, when I put it in this -4 into a negative position, it's going to switch that to a +4, and then the x value that goes with that -4 that changed to a +4 is +1, so in goes +1. So in the numerator, -6 plus 4 is -2. And in the denominator, -1 minus 2 is -2. A negative divided by a negative is a positive. And then +2 over 2 simplifies to 1. So you got perhaps the easiest slope of all. So my m is 1. Next, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to blue. And now I need to find my b value. But in order to solve for b, I'm going to use y equals mx plus b. I will begin by substituting 1 in for m, and then I'm going to choose this first point on the top. So my y value is -6. The x value that goes with that y value of -6, that's let's double check that, -1 plus b. So this left side, -6 in parentheses, simplifies to -6. And then 1 in parentheses next to another negative, or a -1 in parentheses, that's simply 1 times -1, which is -1 plus b. Then in order to isolate b, I'll add 1 on both sides of the equation. Again, properties of equality. The -1, +1 on the right side will simplify, and then we have just b. On the left, -6 plus 1 is -5. So we now have a b value of -5. Let's switch over to slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. M is what we found first. That's going to be 1. So I've got y equals 1x minus 5. Again, 1 went in for m, and -5 went in for b. Now, we could type this in, but I am actually going to simplify that. As you transition to high school and higher level mathematics, or even textbooks, you typically leave out what's not necessary. And we don't really need 1 times x there, because 1 times x simplifies to just x. So y equals x minus 5 would be what I would prefer to write. But again, if you wrote y equals 1x minus 5, that's okay. In fact, you could put y equals 1 over 1x minus 5. All right, let's see how we did. Y equals x minus 5. Good to go.